still holding on. Got me talking. Let me see you, darling. I love the weekend. Love the weekend. Cause up. See you, darling. I love the weekend. Love the weekend. Cause up. I bet you can. I love the weekend. Love the weekend. Let me see you, darling. I love the weekend. Love the weekend. Cause up. I bet you can.
It is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. We're at Pepsi Center in downtown Denver. Tonight, it's the Denver Nuggets taking on the Boston Celtics. Opening tip won by the Nuggets. They get it first as we're underway at the Pepsi Center. Jay, 46 wins, not good enough for Denver.
They could have been a playoff team if Paul Millsap didn't miss a huge chunk of the season. But I will say this about the Nuggets. They have the most underrated backcourt in the NBA when you think about Gary Harris and Jamal Murray. Both guards that can do it off the dribble and are both great leaders.
Ball's controlled by Boston. Here comes the screen. Oh, he was wide open. And it's not going to be pretty when they watch the video. Someone's getting chewed out.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Jokic. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Their shot no good on the drive by Jokic. Oh, Nikola Jokic. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Nothing going here on that drive. Walker to Hayward. Boston with 4 to shoot. Has a look. Tatum's shot no good. They go to Jokic, down low. That's no good. Boston with the basketball. Here comes the screen. Probing the defense. Nothing going here on that drive. Give it to him. Kemba Walker, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
Hayward to Kemba Walker. Lets it fly from long range. His first effort off the mark. The follow won't go either. Oh, big finish at the rim.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ballgame.
Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper won't go down.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Walker with the basketball. They trail by 7. To Hayward. Nikola Jokic, able to recover with the block.
Just incredible timing on that swap.
Now that's a contest.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Here comes the screen. Jokic. Celtics have it. Jay, for one, Schrader Danny was Danny Ainge. Celtics didn't do that much, but Eastern Conference didn't see much change either.
Yeah, they didn't need to do anything if you're the Boston Celtics. You already have all the pieces to the puzzle. There's no doubt about it. The Celtics are now in the driver's seat.
Murray with it. Up 5. To Miles Bridges. Jokic. He made his first effort, but not that time. Brown with it up top. Down 5. A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go. Murray into the front court. Looking to make something happen. To Jokic. To the rim. Flushes down the slam. Jay, no question. There's an unspoken bond there.
Just on the same wavelength. And how about this? Sometimes a bad pass is a great pass when you have somebody as athletic as that can catch that anywhere and slam it down.
The follow won't go either. Nuggets have the possession. And a pass stolen by Boston. To Walker. Pass there, taken away by Denver. Screen coming. To Millsap. Jamal Murray. Smothering D.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Walker to Hayward. Here's a chance from long range. Knocks it down. And Jay, so much better to get that shot beyond the arc than inside 22 feet.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
To Jokic. Denver with 4 to shoot. Jokic. Message received. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Can't connect.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
Here comes the screen. To Jokic. He throws it down. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Entering the game for Boston, number 27.
Walker. It was right there. Martin into the front court. Up 6. Down to Grant. Gordon Hayward snatching it out of the air. Out of bounds the call. Off Gordon Hayward. Barton. Here comes the screen. Shot clock to 4 for the Nuggets. To Will Barton. For 3. Couple of cracks at the line now.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
Will Barton is going to get 3 shots here. For his career, 79% at the line. First one, count it. Knocks down the second free throw.
Oh, you've been in the gym, huh?
And he cashes in at the line. 3 for 3. Across the timeline, it's Walker. 9-point margin. Has a chance. The jab step opens up space to knock down the jumper.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
A pass taken away by the Celtics. Nothing going here on that drive. Doesn't have the touch. No good. To Will Barton. Enes Kanter tips it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Celtics have it. Walker to Hayward. Sizing up the defense. And the rebound pulled in by Grant. Murray into the front court. They can get a 2 for 1 if they play this right. Enes Kanter with a piece.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
And scores.
Okay, I saw a little bit of a handle there. But let's see if that confidence is still there down the stretch.
Murray with the basketball. Leads 5.
Hey, big screen right there, big screen.
The screen sets him up for 2.
The pro game has really come down to PNRs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
Deep 3 at the buzzer. 3 at the buzzer is good. And a fitting close to this one. They're right back in it after 1 quarter of play. Second quarter set to start. Neither team set the tone to start this one. Jay, do you expect that to change?
And when both teams are playing at this level, it just continues to reaffirm that I was excited to watch both of these teams play this entire week. It's been a solid game so far, but this has a chance to be a great one down the stretch.
Number 20, Gordon Hayward.
Murray with it. Leads a bucket. Driving right to the basket. He wants it at the rim and scores.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
To Hayward. The Celtics down to 4 in the shot clock. Trying to cash in. Deep 2 there. Won't go. And he's fouled. And he earns a trip to the line.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
First free throw is good.
For the Boston Celtics, number 37, Jimmy Ojeley. Subbing in for Denver.
Goes 2 for 2. Ball's controlled by Boston.
I got ball. It's all me.
Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
To Marcus Smart. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Murray into the front court. Up by 6. To Will Barton. To Miles Bridges. Short jumper stays out. To Marcus Smart. For 3. And he buries it. Jay upping the ante from beyond the arc.
Crafty, Ed. I love the fact that he was able to have the awareness to get his feet behind the three-point line.
Barton. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Will Barton. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Brown into the front court. Down 3. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Can't connect from inside. To Cantor. Tatum. Won't go. He needs some luck on his side given how they're defending. And the slam.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
Boston with the basketball. To Marcus Smart. And he finishes at the rim.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
To Jokic. Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down?
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
And the finish at the rim.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Barton to Jokic. J. Nikola Jokic, he's never made the playoffs, but upon further review, he is a special center.
Got that 5-year extension for $146 million, and I'm willing to say this, he will be one of the future centers in the game.
And the basket good at the rim.
Not a Ferrari, definitely not a Lambo, but hey, get you from point A to point B.
Denver's got it. Barton to Miles Bridges. To Jokic. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Missed it at the line. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Kemba Walker. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. To Jokic. Denver with 4 to shoot. Has a look. Martin's shot, no good. Hayward to Jaylen Brown. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Off the mark on the first free throw. Second one's good. Splits the pair. Jokic. Shot clock to 4 for the Nuggets. Jokic. No good. That's great defense. Into the front court, it's Walker. Looking to make something happen. Nothing going here on that drive. Add 2 points to the board.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Now the Nuggets signaling for timeout as they'll make sure they're aligned here in a 2-point ball game. New blood coming in for both sides. Jokic, tough shot, he hits.
Ooh, welcome to the new reality, positionless basketball. Bigs are now PGs with the ability to drain threes.
To Hayward. Here comes the screen. Scores from the post.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Martin into the front court. They trail by 1. To Millsap. To Jokic. Lets it fly from beyond the arc, and Nikola Jokic drains it. So smooth, he knocks it down.
Well, that change is inevitable. And one of the things that continues to fascinate me about this game, usually when you see a good three-point shooting team, their shoulders are square to the basket. That's no longer the case in today's game. These guys are off balance, they're moving different ways, yet they still have extreme shot-making ability.
It's Denver's ball. To Jokic. Miles Bridges to Jokic. Denver with 4 to shoot. A bad pass, and the Celtics have it.
We're going to see a team take the lead here.
Throws it down.
Well, look, you can't be caught flat-footed on defense. You need to be on the balls of your feet, especially in transition. You have to jab at that guy with the ball, head jab him. Make him think that maybe you will take him. Maybe you'll fan out to a defender on the perimeter, but still keep him guessing. But when you don't do that, that's easy money.
To Will Barton. Around the perimeter. Gets it at the top of the key. Here comes the screen. Jokic. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
To Jaylen Brown. Tatum. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
You live by the three, you die by the three. And guess what? They're living large right now.
Nuggets have the possession. Jokic to Millsap. Miles Bridges to Jokic. Celtics have it.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Nothing going here on that drive. He's too good to leave that wide open. Defense has to communicate.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Martin into the front court. Right now, down 7.
Big hit right there.
Jason Tatum rejects it. Time expires to end the first half. The Celtics have the lead.
Thanks, fellas. Jaylen here with your halftime report. The Celtics will start the second half with a decent lead. And these guys have every reason to feel good about how they scored effectively in that opening half. Great offensive display. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Boston Celtics. The Nuggets have dug themselves a bit of a hole after 2 quarters. They've been scrappy, doing their best to be competitive. We'll see if their efforts are more rewarded in the second half. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Denver Nuggets.
Game track. 3-point shooting.
The Boston Celtics are taking full advantage of their opportunities from beyond the arc. If they continue to shoot like this, I'm not sure anyone could catch them.
Player of the half.
Tatum is doing everything he can on defense to get the win. He's blocking shots, he's getting steals, and he's setting the tone for his team. Here's our top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
Celtics have it. Give it to him. Kemba Walker, 4 out of 10.
When I think about Kemba Walker, I think about a self-made elite PG. He's a little guy that thrives amongst the NBA giants, and he's fearless. Let me tell you about how fearless he is. Even Alvin Gentry said he's probably the biggest competitor he's ever seen. You could put him right up there with the likes of Kobe Bryant from a competitive standpoint. That goes to show you that Walker will do anything and everything to beat you every possession.
Walker into the front court. His guys lead here, early stages, third quarter. Tatum knocks it down from mid-range.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Denver ball right now. Here comes the screen. Down low, Jokic. Nice pass to set things up.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Walker with the basketball. Lead stands at 7. That's what you've come to expect. Your best players making baskets.
Bread and butter. And there are a few that can do it better off the screen.
And count the basket.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Shot from it and a putback slam.
I mean, really, is it really difficult to box out these days?
Nuggets with the basketball to Jokic.
Hands up. You got him. You got him.
Cleans it up. Jamal Murray. Right place, right time with the putback.
Sometimes unorthodox, but very crafty on the offensive end of the floor.
Walker to Cantor. Can't connect from in close. Miles Bridges to Millsap. Paul Millsap. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
Ooh, Ed, looking like the young Manu Ginobili with hair out there with the Euro step.
That wasn't that long ago, was it? Curling inside. Nice finish at the rim.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Murray into the front court. The margin standing now at 7. Here comes the screen. To Jokic. Has a chance. Shot for Jokic. No good.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
To Jokic. And he's fouled. Couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
And he connects on the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws. Celtics have it. Short jumper off the mark.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
They'll work it down to Millsap. Tough make through traffic.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
Across the timeline, it's Walker. Leads 3. And he buries it.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
To Miles Bridges. Yes, it drops. Little drama on that one.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
To Jaylen Brown. Boston with 4 to shoot. Trying to cash in. And Millsap there to get the rebound. Not that time. Into the front court, it's Walker. Up by 3. And he drains it.
And here's a next-level comment for you. K-Walk is one of the rare guys in the league today that blurs the lines between the streets and the league.
Millsap. Tight space with the crossover to Jokic. Short jumper misses. Walker into the front court. Leads 5. Nothing going here on that drive. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
It can only be one of 2 things here. 1, the defender ran out of gas. Or 2, this dude is just unstoppable.
To Jokic. Nothing going here on that drive. Not that time. Nuggets have the possession. To Jokic. And count the basket inside.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
Entering the game for the Celtics, number 20.
Gets to the basket and scores.
I've seen him float so much on the perimeter, I forgot he even had that kind of physical presence. Good to see him beating up on people down low again.
Denver's got it. Cruises inside for 2.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive... foul, but take it when you can get it.
To Kemba Walker. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. The Celtics down to 4 in the shot clock. Can't connect.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning the ankle on that landing.
Martin into the front court. The deficit now up to 5. Shot clock to 4 for the Nuggets. From long range, it's the Celtics with the rebound. To Walker. Got it to go on the step back. Jay, he found a way.
Did you see the distance between him and the defender? You could pretty much put a department store between the two.
Prices coming down. Gordon Hayward with the block.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
To Cantor. The pass set it all up.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Murray with the basketball. His guys down by 9. Shot from the lane won't go. Walker with the basketball. He'll run the offense. That's out of bounds. Last touch by Tatum. Changes coming from both sides right now. Martin into the front court. His team down 9. Screen coming. Three seconds. Deep 3 at the buzzer. That ends the third quarter. The Celtics own a comfortable lead. It's the Nuggets with the basketball to start the fourth quarter. And I think the best way to describe where they stand right now is they're down, but they're not out.
It's a game we used to play in the league all the time. It's called a series of stops. That means get 3 stops in a row. Each game is a game within the game. You get 3 stops in a row, and then another 3 stops in a row, you're right back in this ballgame.
Across the timeline, it's Walker. Lead stands at 10. To Marcus Smart. Deep left corner. Walker to Marcus Smart. Pass stolen by the Nuggets.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in the playoff game, it will.
Won't go down. Into the front court, it's Walker. His team leads it by 10. Full throttle, right to the basket for the deuce.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Ball's controlled by Boston. Walker slams it down. He took it out on the rim that time.
Oh, there's no better feeling than after throwing that one down, hanging on the rim a little bit, looking at your opponent beneath you, making him recognize that's where you'll be the entire ball game.
Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
And it's the Nuggets with the board. To Will Barton. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
And Ed, here's my offensive theory. More touches, more points. This is a fast-paced league. Either the coaches adapt or you'll be left behind.
Walker into the front court. Lead is 12. Mason Plumlee pins it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Count the basket inside.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
It's Denver's ball. To Will Barton. Finish that. Walker with the basketball. They lead it by 14.
I got your help here. Double. Get the ball.
Won't go down. Defender's lucky he wasn't called.
Well, you can't finish with your right hand on the left side of the rim. You actually have to use your opposite hand. Steve Nash is one of the best at this. Different shots at different angles, high off the glass, expecting that there are trees down below with long wingspans that can block your shot.
Free throw try, off the mark. Boston with the basketball. Walker to Marcus Smart. Here comes the screen. The screen sets him up for two.
Bulldog. Look, it ain't always going to be pretty, but this is a results-oriented business, and this dude will always give you a good ROI.
To Will Barton. Here comes the screen. Deep two there, won't go. From the painted area, won't go down. Martin into the front court. 14-point deficit. Here comes the screen. To Will Barton. Going to launch beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Celtics have it. It goes down.
You see, here's why versatility is so imperative for your offensive repertoire. If you're a one-trick pony as a defender, I know exactly how to defend you because you only do one thing. But if you have versatility, then the coach can put you in multiple looks within the offense, and then you can get it any way you want it.
With the fadeaway, burns him for the basket.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Across the timeline, it's Walker. His guys leading by 14. Gets a look, can't hit. Murray with it. Looking to make something happen. Count the basket at the rim.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
Walker. Fires the three. That's off the side of the rim, short. Murray into the front court. The deficit now up to a dozen. Slam dunk, Will Barton. Timeout Boston, as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter.
I know the fans didn't get a chance to hear this during the break, but the coaches are wearing a mic for the broadcast. I heard a lot of arguing inside the huddle. It lets you know that the intensity level is pretty high going into the fourth.
Thanks to those who have already participated in this community event.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Walker. Pass there, taken away by Denver.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Fires the three.
That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. First one goes down. And he hits the second. Knocks down all three at the line. Celtics have it. To Hayward. Probing the defense. Nothing going here on that drive. Court Hayward, that's how it's done. Looking good, 4 for 5.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in the defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Turnover gives them the possession. Hayward to Jaylen Brown. Nothing going here on that drive. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Jokic. They get it down to Millsap. Nice pass to get things going.
Look, the most efficient offenses are the ones with the highest number of assists. There are only 5 teams in the league that average 25 assists or more.
To Hayward. The drive, right to the basket. Court Hayward, that's how it's done. He's now 5 for 6.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Scores from the post.
Old school equals high percentage.
2 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
To Jaylen Brown. Tatum. Wide open look, won't go.
I don't know why he rushed that shot. He was wide open. Take your time.
Has a look. No good. No daylight. Great defense. Hayward. Paul Millsap sends it away.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
They've got it in the open floor. Ah, you've got to get that one to go. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
There you go. Finally, shoot your shot.
Now a whistle. Timeout for Denver as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter. both squads set to make some moves right now. To Miles Bridges. They'll work it down to Millsap. Count the bucket for two.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Ball's controlled by Boston. To Marcus Smart. Cantor. Surveys the floor. To Hayward. Able to convert inside. Now a whistle and a timeout for Denver. They're down big in this fourth quarter and a chance here to empty their bench. Jokic. And a pass stolen by Boston. Here comes the screen. It's a victory here for the Celtics as they win this one handily. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Celtics emerged victorious after a tight finish. You ask me, and I'll tell you, it was the ball movement that made all the difference. There's something to be said for a team that can win as a group, and that's what happened here today. Check out the leading scores for the Boston Celtics. The Nuggets must be devastated after such a close loss. Chemistry was clearly not the issue today because they were definitely sharing the ball well. Still, everyone knows they'd rather be sharing the joy of a victory.
Game track. Three-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
Kemba Walker could not have been more impressive and that